Hey there, Steve McGee in Parliament again. Bit of a roundup of what we've done this week, being the end of October and early November. Legislation this week that I've spoken on was some legislation, an omnibus bill that was referring to the use of medicinal cannabis and driving in a pilot or a trial that the state will be conducting to see the effects of medicinal cannabis while driving an automobile. And also in that there was reference to e-bikes and the councils, the local councils, I suppose, overseeing and controlling the use of e-bikes in local areas. So that was the first thing I spoke on. I did a member statement on Wednesday. That was about our fantastic CFA units at both Melton and Amesbury. Recently I attended their awards nights. It was great. Both events were fantastic, and the dedication and commitment by all those in our CFA brigades around the Melton electorate, I can't thank you enough, and congratulations to all the service recipients, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 years in some cases. Congratulations to your commitment to your local community. So that was the member statement, and then today I've spoken on the Environment Legislation Amendment Bill, which goes to effectively circular economy, recycling, and in particular what just started yesterday on the 1st of November, the container deposit scheme, which we've already seen 1 million containers that have been deposited, and I believe, I've been informed, that out of Melton at our major container centre in Reserve Road, a person went in yesterday and delivered his or her containers and received the amount of money of $970. So well done to that particular person. It just goes to show what you can do. That's a lot of containers, that's a lot of litter off our streets, that's a lot of litter that's not going into landfill. So it is a great scheme and campaign and project, and I encourage everyone within the community to get involved, in particular the local community groups, schools, sporting clubs, all of those, the scouts, that might be able to generate a little bit more income for themselves. So well done to people that do deposit their containers at these centres. Some other things that have happened this week in regard to different events. Stroke Foundation we're in earlier in the week. There's a sign on the wall. You probably can't see it because we haven't been able to move the camera. But again, the importance of signs, symptoms, and acting quickly in regard to whether you think a friend, a relative, a bystander may be suffering a stroke. The first hour is so important in regard to that. And the Stroke Foundation, and on their website and through all the paraphernalia that they hand out, tell you the signs and symptoms of what to look for someone that may be suffering from a stroke. And of course, if you have any doubt at all, just ring 000 to make sure that the AMBOs can come out and respond to those people. Respect Victoria were here for the day on Tuesday or Wednesday. It is their 5th anniversary. Again, we've got a poster on the wall. You probably can't see that poster either. But they do a lot of great work. There's a lot more work to be done. There's a 16-day campaign or activism happening from the 24th of November, if I remember correctly, and there's a march from Parliament, the steps of Parliament House on that particular day. So anyone that wants to show support for Respect Victoria, please come along to the march on the 24th of November. The mighty Australian Diamonds netball side were here last night. I don't know if you're aware, but you should be. The Victorian State Government has put $15 million into supporting the Australian Diamonds. This is the best world-class sporting team probably ever to come out of Australia. These most magnificent women and elite athletes, and they were here last night. So proud. They were all dressed in their Australian gear, and we are so lucky to have them as our netball side. World champions. They've won every piece of trophies and medals and things like that you can have in any particular competition, and they probably don't get enough praise, but they are an amazing team, amazing bunch of women, great mentors for younger women and women in general, and it was a pleasure to have him here in the Victorian Parliament last night. They were just amazing. We had a briefing on the new planning rules and the housing strategy and statement that the state government has made. There will be consultation go out in all avenues of our communities. There'll be public consultation around this planning and housing strategy. It'll be good for Victoria, it'll be good for Melton, and I'm looking forward to either having some forums or some consultation processes out in Melton, and that's to deal with council, locals, buyers, builders, developers, you name it, people that want to engage with this new planning and housing statement. The last thing, and really important, and you'll see this little badge that I've got on my lapel here, it's an RSL badge. The RSL were in here yesterday, Peter and Marcus from the RSL, selling poppies and badges and things like that for Remembrance Day, which is on the 11th of November. Really important day to remember our soldiers, our soldiers as in our returned servicemen and our people that have protected this country in many different ways over many different wars. And we send our respects to all of them and their families for what they've done for our country and keeping us safe over decades. And we need to remember those that have paid the price and lost their lives in protecting Australians and our country. So the 11th of November, ironically, it's the same day as the Djerriwarrh Festival, but there is a service at 11 o'clock at the Melton Cenotaph prior to the Djerriwarrh Festival happening on that Saturday the 11th of November. So hopefully people can get a poppy, get a badge, come down to the Cenotaph and show your respects for people that have served this country and for the ones that have lost their lives and their families. So I think that's all. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else, but no, that'll do it. Big week. Back in Melton tomorrow, back in Melton next week, even though there's a public holiday on Tuesday. Good luck for the Melbourne Cup, back a winner. And we'll see you back in Melton. Cheerio.